let the kids win? That's the question.
That is
Ah yes, the 1v1 game. It's a staple of the NBA offseason cycle that includes the following. The world champions, sorry Noah Lyles,
World champion of what?
have a parade where either truths or wishful thinking is expressed.
Y'all tell me, is Brucey B going anywhere? No. No.
This is awkward.
Cancun bookings see an increase that's nearly double any other time of the year. Thanks, Chuck. A fire highlight tape of Ben Simmons' summer workouts leaks. We realize that players who have played minor roles in the NBA could look like Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan when put in charge of their own team. I'm talking about you, Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Bro was rocking number 24, making shots like this and dunking like this for the country of Jordan, of all places. And of course, pickup basketball, which not only features NBA players in the Drew League and various other summer leagues, but also 1v1 matchups between pros and regular people that always seem to make the headlines. After all, the 1v1 is the game where the hopeful fan gets their chance to play a pro, usually at a camp. But what happens when you have to pay for the camp and a little extra for the 1v1? And also what happens when an NBA player dangles the chance to win your money back in front of you to encourage more and more signups? Well, that's the moment when you think you can beat an NBA player 1v1 and they do this. Alright, let's pause for a quick shout out to Rakuten, who is not sponsoring this video by the way. They're just the #1 option for cashback with online shopping. I use Rakuten whether it's through the website or the app every time I shop online, and I have a link in the description down below. Now, I'm completely transparent. This is an affiliate link. I will get credit if you go to this link, but most importantly, you will get credit because when you spend $30, you'll get $30 back, and whatever store that you're shopping at, depending on the cashback that they're giving right now, you'll get that percentage back as well. It's legit. I've used this for years. Think about it like this. Support my channel through the link by buying whatever you want online. That's a pretty good deal, right? Let's get back to the video. How much would you pay to attend the camp of your favorite NBA player and face them 1v1? $100? $500? $15,000 like financial CEO John Rogers to play Michael Jordan at his flight school camp 1v1? Okay, let me not go too far off the rails of reality here for the common person, so I'll retract that statement and ask this instead. Would you pay $699 to play against reigning Eastern Conference Finals MVP Jimmy Butler? Too steep? How about $349 to play against Blazers rising star Anthony Simons? Not feeling that? How about the low price of $299 to play against 6'11" Andre Drummond? Statline said it should be if you win, you get your money back. To which Drummond responded, you win, you get it back. You see, people, what he's really trying to get you to think here is,
So you're telling me there's a chance?
before proceeding to clean up $299 at a time. Just ask Sean about how that chance of winning his money back worked out for him. Yeah. Well, at least he got a photo with Andre afterwards. Anyway, all three of these 1v1 opportunities that I mentioned went down at Celebrity Sports Academy camps this summer. They're a company that boasts some reputable sponsors and premier athletes for their camps. And circling back to Jimmy Butler at that $699 price point, this package sold out and included the chance to play one-on-one against Jimmy Butler, first to 2 baskets wins, take an individual photo with him, complimentary access to download photos, both the challenge photos and the individual photo, and an autographed keepsake. Like this was going to ease the pain after getting 2-0'd on consecutive jumpers where Jimmy didn't even have to dribble.
Better luck next year.
But you know, the next time this camp and 1v1 opportunity to play Butler comes around, campers have a solid strategy to reference from this kid in NYC. Along with his Celebrity Sports Academy camp, Jimmy Buckets also took to the streets of New York, apparently to bring more pain to the Big Apple after the Heat cast the Knicks out the playoffs in May. But this time it wasn't the Knicks in MSG that Jimmy was looking to conquer. Nah, this time it was this challenger who threw an unlikely approach at Butler to make the most out of his opportunity against the Heat star.
Sure. Oh yeah. Trust in your teammate.
That's right. Bro literally put him up before getting into the defensive stance against Jimmy. But to be honest, it's probably the best strategy I've seen so far. And, you gotta love the fight out of this kid. Literally. And you know something I gotta love? It's when y'all leave a like, maybe even a comment. Oh, and you know what? If you subscribe too, well, then you've done it all. So while the 1v1 in park pickup game against the NBA player is an exhibition of normal person realizes dream to face a professional, it's also a chance for that very same professional to get embarrassed. Like Bradley Beal, who allegedly had heated one-on-one battle with high school phenom Cooper Flagg. According to retired Celtics legend, the White Mamba himself, Brian Scalabrine, Flagg was, quote, busting Beal in the one-on-one matchup and talked enough trash that Beal started cussing him out. But it never happened.
I'm making enemies. First Brad Beal. That was fake though. I didn't point that out to the mic. That was fake. Me and Brad Beal never played one-on-one. Got no beef with Brad, all right? Had to make that known real quick. Y'all never played? We never played one-on-one.
To be honest, I'm disappointed that the White Mamba would make a claim like this for what? Clout? That man doesn't need any additional clout after the scallenge, a public whooping he put on 5 dudes from the New England area in 2013. Now, this all came about after a retired Scal went on Duncan Robinson's podcast and shared how he dropped 60 points in a recent YMCA rec league game he'd played in. Following these comments, he received all the classic, as I like to call it, zinger type of tweets. The ones like, you suck, or I'll beat you one-on-one, because these haters, like anyone else, can access the internet and find that Scalabrine averaged just 3.1 points per game in 11 NBA seasons. And therefore, they think they're better than Scal, they think they can beat him. Thus, the Scallenge was born. It was birthed from a place of competition. No money was involved for the winner, just bragging rights. And after easily defeating each challenger, it's the place where Scal's infamous quote came to life that put something into perspective for each of the challengers when he said, "I'm way closer to LeBron than you are to me."
Boom. Roasted.
I could go on and on with examples, but case in point, it's hard to even score against an NBA player in a one-on-one game, let alone win. So let's circle back again, knowing that the odds are not in your favor to defeat an NBA player 1v1. Is it worth it to spend this kind of money for a chance to face them? Remember that $699 price I mentioned earlier to play Jimmy Butler 1v1? Well, I was only giving you a portion of the fee to be transparent. Because while the 1v1 game in itself was indeed a $699 fee, you'd have to tack that on to the price of the 2-day camp as well, which was $349. So, for the entire experience of Jimmy's camp and 1v1 game, you're the parent shelling out $1,048 for young Johnny to have the experience of a lifetime. Or you could also be the single dude in his 20s who's pretty good back in high school and junior college and who's spending his recent paycheck on the chance to lace him up against a pro. Is that price steep? Reasonable? Well, I guess it depends on your perspective. And I like that of the Boardroom's Gabe Austin, who said this.
Did you know you can play Jimmy Butler one-on-one for $700? It's the first to score 2 points, so it's like a 2-minute game. That'd be like $350 a minute. The Miami Heat paid him $17,000 a minute last season. And then there's courtside seats, but those cost way more than that. And that doesn't even come with a photo with Jimmy and an autographed keepsake.
Ultimately, if you don't want to pay, maybe you'll end up in the right place at the right time and hop in a game with MJ and Tom Brady in the Bahamas like these dudes. Wait, but again, you'd have to be in the Bahamas of all places and hope that both Tom Brady and Michael Jordan are there at the same time. And that's where I'm just going to shut down this imaginary scenario and recommend you just shell out the $1,048 to hoop against Butler at his camp if you really want to play pickup against a pro. Still, the question remains, what are you willing to pay to play your favorite NBA player 1v1 with the chance to win your money back? And I'll be back with another episode of Topic Tackle coming soon. As always, stay solid, people.